CBC political affairs reporter Adam Hunter joins me now. And Adam, as we look back on this last year, you've talked to a lot of medical experts. Where does their analysis stand compared to what we just heard from Dr. Neudorf?
Yes, Sam, I took a look back. I talked to Dr. Neudorf, as you mentioned, and a few other epidemiologists about how Saskatchewan has fared, how Canada has done in response to the pandemic. And they all tended to have the same general opinion that, the most provinces, including Saskatchewan, were slow to respond early on and then slow when the second wave hit to prevent a further spread of the virus. Saskatchewan has seen higher numbers since January. Sam led the country in per capita cases, the rate of per capita cases since most of January to now, with the exception of just a few days. So while other provinces like Alberta and Manitoba imposed stricter measures and saw their cases drop faster and more significantly, Saskatchewan didn't take the same tact and has seen their cases plateau. And we still see today a higher number of cases in relation to the other provinces. So that was one of the major takeaways. The other one, was just about looking forward. So how are we going to tackle the pandemic going forward? How are we going to continue to keep people safe while we wait for the vaccine? And still a small percentage of people in Saskatchewan with one dose, an even smaller percentage with both doses, but we know that's picking up fast. It's going to pick up even faster. We got news about that this week, but these health experts are stressing that with the variants out there, we know that's an issue in Regina, that people need to keep following the precautions despite what the measures or restrictions may be to protect themselves and others until more people can get vaccinated.
Looking forward, Adam, I think is something we're all looking forward to, and that includes the vaccine. A lot of vaccine news in Saskatchewan, especially in the last 48 hours.
Yeah, it seems to be coming by the hour, actually, Sam, as we're getting pretty consistent updates from the government of Saskatchewan as to how many people they're booking in for vaccinations. Yesterday was 85 and over. Today is 80 and over. And news on the AstraZeneca vaccine, which will be given to 64-year-olds first in Regina starting on Monday. They're going to give public health care workers who are part of phase one the first crack at those doses on Sunday. That won't be open to the public. They're stressing and this is probably the most important message for people out there, is that they know people want a vaccine, they know people are antsy, and especially those who are in the older age groups who have more significant health challenges because of COVID-19. They want them to wait their turn, and that means not calling when it's not your turn to crowd the phone lines, not to get on the website and try and book a vaccination before it's your turn. So I know the government said that they're working the kinks out. They expect to be some hiccups along the way, but they have tested their system, and it's so far so good. But I expect us into next week, Sam, to see those in their 70s start to get the chance to book in, and then from there we'll see, of course, the age groups go down in about 5-year increments. The government's expecting 5 to 10-year increments. And this week we found out that by the middle of June, everyone who's able to get vaccinated in Saskatchewan, so everyone over 18 right now, should have the chance to get their first shot by mid-June. And it's all going to depend on when those second shots come, on when the supply comes in. We know Johnson & Johnson has been approved in Canada now. We don't have the details on how much that Saskatchewan's expecting. Those are, of course, the single-dose vaccinations, but more vaccine, and the government keeps calling it fast and furious. That's when it's going to start happening at the end of the month, and we're already seeing some of the benefits of that right now. Sam?
Certainly things to look forward to. Thanks so much for this, Adam.
You're welcome.
CBC political affairs reporter Adam Hunter in Regina tonight.